Hello, the game has started. It's me to go first. I've got a balanced rack. It's fairly bingo-y. I'm not seeing a 7. So, what to do here? I think the choices are between playing Uppo and perhaps changing. I think I'll go with Uppo for 10. Wow, I've drawn the V and the W, but I've also drawn a bingo in Vaunty, which takes an R, and Uppo takes an N, so at the moment that does play in column 9, and also row I. Wow, what a pick, having kept a vowel-heavy rack leave. But AEI is a very nice set of vowels. They're the 3 best vowels to have, and can withstand drawing an extra vowel. Great, so I am bingoing. I've got column 9. Opponent's taken out row I. Do I have a new spot? I don't think so. Nothing goes in front of P. No R for Vauntia. I think it's unlikely there's going to be many bingos with V and W. Yeah, so let me get my bingo down. Vaunty for 74. Wow, fantastic pick. I have D-Hiss. Not sure there is anywhere for that at the moment. Vaunty only takes an R. But this looks a super bingo-y set of tiles. Batiking, very nice. Does that take an S? I don't think it does. But if it does, this is going to be huge. And this is Void Challenge, so I get another go if this comes off. And it's not good. Okay, so what can I do here? Loads of floaters. So let me consider them. This rack plus a C. No. Y. Unlikely. B. No. V. Gosh, that looks close. And that's a double-double lane, which may be available for a non-bingo. A. No. G. No. N. Gosh, so frustrating when you have a bingo on your rack and it just doesn't go. Unless I'm missing something. Wow, there is a bingo lane in row G, and curb is good, but EP isn't. N, nothing. I. No. Does D-Hiss have an anagram? No, I don't think it does. Wow, this is so frustrating. Herb takes an S, but there's not enough space to fit in D-Hiss. So what am I going to do? Double-double through the V? Don't think I have one. Or do I? No, I don't think I do. What about a play through this N? And have I missed anything? There's the P. I have a ship ending in column 4. Not seeing anything there. What about a CH play? Wow, what CH plays do I have which get doubled, which don't use the S? Don't think I have one. What a tricky rack. Wow. I could play chived through the V. 30 points. Is that the right thing to do? What does Chides score in column 2? 40. But it's burning the S and it's opening up access to triple word squares. I still feel there could be a bingo here. But I think I've spent long enough looking, so why don't I do this? Chived, it's a nice rack leave, and 30 points is decent. Wow, this is setting up such a hot X spot. Maybe I should preserve more of the rack. What about just playing CH here or CHE here? 36 points, keeping... Wow, this is 6 more points, and the rack leave is a lot better. And although I am providing a scoring spot in row H, it's not super massive. I am going with this. Well, having kept a great 4-letter set, I've drawn poorly. I don't think I have a bingo here. And it's going to be quite tricky to sort out. I'd like to split up the duplicate I and play off the Y, but I and Y don't go well together. We no longer have Yid. V doesn't take anything. Well, there are no 2-letter V plays, so column 10 plays are limited. I would have to come down. 120, 110, a close one. I may struggle to score here. 30 points, that's nice. Lovely Yid spot in column 2, but it doesn't play. It's no longer valid. But what about row H now? Nothing goes in front of the B, so I'm looking at a 3-letter play. I could play mid here for 33 points. Pretty decent. I did want to get rid of the Y, but not at any cost. If I draw an O, I've got yo, I, and woe. I'm stopping opponent from playing here. I'm offering nothing. I am going with this. Well, this is quite nice. I do draw an O for YO. And it just generally looks nice. SY goes well with N. So I have isogeny, but with an extra S. Could there be a bingo here? Let me briefly consider the floaters. Nothing with V and A. G, N. I've got the ING ending. But the Y is a quasi-vowel. I'm not seeing anything. What about the canted floaters? No, not seeing anything. So I'd like to play off the Y. Wow, I can play yogis and azides. Let me just see what this scores. This is just the first thing I've seen, but 40 points and an ES rack leave is pretty decent. Is there anything better? I'm not sure there is. I don't mind burning 1S. 2 S's are not particularly valuable to keep. Nor is G, O, or Y. In fact, everything I'm getting rid of is good to get rid of. And there are still 2 blanks to come. So, yogis for 40. Oh, wow, what an awful pick. 5 vowels. Just briefly looking at the floaters, the floating consonants. Nice score for opponents. I'm not seeing a 5 vowel 8 here. Ya takes nothing in front. I don't have anything to go in front of ox. So how to sort this rack out? Well, where are the... I want to play off vowels, which are all 1-pointers, so where are the scoring tiles on the board? ZA is good. I don't think I have anything apart from the S to go underneath the I, so I've got nothing in that area. What about N and G? I have ague. That's pretty rubbish. I could play enema. This isn't terrible. It's 14 points. Wow, I trail. That's irksome. 2 vowels to come. I'm setting up an S lane, which I've got, but only 14 points and a rubbish rack cleave. I think a play of EAU somewhere, leaving same, would be the thing to do. And that has an anagram of AUE. Doesn't play parallel to canted. Doesn't play either side of batiking, overlapping twice. CHEE not good. Otherwise I could play bow. Not seeing anything through the D. Oh well, I think the thing to do perhaps is AUE rather than EUA, because EAU takes an S, whereas AUE takes nothing. I don't think this is massively dangerous. Any play in row L is likely to create an opening in row M, and this is a bingo-y set of 4 tiles. I'm going with this. Pretty good. Is it good enough? Surely it is. This looks pretty fantastic. Wow, a 7 is not coming to mind. Gosh, well, is there a 7 here? Not that I can see. Let me consider the floaters. Nothing beginning with N. Nothing beginning with T. What about E? No. How about D? Wow, what a bizarre rack. This looks so good. What about I? Metallize. Yes, fantastic. That does work. Phew. But it's only one bingo and it could be blocked. But opponent may be drawn to column 13, which would leave that alone. So what else haven't I considered? The M of mid. Nope, not seeing anything. And I haven't given up on there being a 7 here. This looks such a nice rack, but where would a 7-letter play go? I don't have an R for Vauntier, so maybe it wouldn't play even if I had one. Not seeing anything ending OX or YA or V. These 2-letter sets aren't available. Fantastic! Metallize remains available. Metallize, rather. Does that have an anagram? Meliust. That doesn't fit. So metallize for 70. Fantastic. And look at this. I draw the Q with the U. That is a good thing to have. Usually. And onto a Y, I would have QWERTY. Where are the Ys? There's one here. And Yogi, so I don't have QWERTY. I have Quim in row A. That's good. I have Quiche in column 2. Nice. That's playable with and without an E. But that's pretty good. Doesn't provide anything for opponent. Or provides very little for opponents. 45 points for Quim in row A. 39 for quiche. Okay, opponent takes that spot. I don't have anything great in row B. I don't have any vowels for going underneath the J, so I can forget about row B. Interesting. I trail. And if I played just the W here for 26 points, this is a decent 6-letter set. But I still think it's better to play off the Q. Yeah, and I think I will keep the E, although I could get 3 more points by playing it because it helps this rack leave and there are only 3 E's to come. So quiche for 39. Is there anything even better? What about row H? Let me put this back. Do I have any EQ words? Oh, what a shame. That would be a massive score. But I don't. Anywhere else on the board I should be considering? Definitely no bingos here. So it's where can I place the Q? No, I'm not seeing anything better than quiche. I am going with this. Oh, wow, what a pick. A vowel and a blank. I could be very close to bingo-y territory. Oh, and I was just thinking I have an R for Vauntier, and wretched opponent has played Lop to take that out. That's a shame. However, maybe I have a bingo anyway. I don't have a vowel for going under the J. My I can go under the L. So I have rewrite. Oh, wow, fantastic bingo by opponent. They lead by 40. Can I come back with a bingo of my own? 8 minutes on my clock, 15 tiles in the bag. So it's the W which is the problem child with this rack. And Nap takes an E, but this T can't go under the O, so that's Scupper's rewrite. Let me do a quick squiz for sevens. Seven minutes on my clock. Thuia, possibly. Wintered onto a D. I've just noticed that my W can still go underneath this A. That might be the right thing to do. QWERTY's onto an S. That's rewrite. I don't think it has an anagram. Now, what about an S? Stewia. No, that doesn't work underneath non-adult. And it isn't a bingo lane above. Does Stewia have an anagram? 6 minutes on my clock. It might do. Okay, well, I'm not seeing a 7. Let me consider the floaters. Do I have anything beginning with D? D Winter isn't good. Tweedia doesn't begin with a D. No, so I'm not seeing anything. What about an E? No. T. Tweetia, not good. No. N. No. So let me come back to this spot because I can do this. Let me count the remaining vowels. 9 out of 22. I can play another E here. And I think I will. Yeah, because the blank can be a vowel, so I've got potentially 3 vowels on my rack after playing this. Wox is also good, but I don't have a U or an A for the G. Is this the play? 27 points. It's good. It's not great. But look at all these beautiful floaters incanted and this underlap of lop. Very difficult for opponents to take out everything, and also row D, quite handy. Yeah, I am going with this. And I draw a vowel, so I'm glad I played off that E. So, what do I have? Anything beginning with D. Dole right. I have Dole right. Unbelievable. Will that stay available? Opponent might do a column 2 play to put the dampers on all of these floaters. However, what about row M, underlapping lop? And this could be a 3-tile underlap. So I have estriol. That doesn't play. Loiters doesn't play. Toilers doesn't play. So no, with the blank as an S. Trilobe. Nope. Quartile. Don't think so. I could be missing some here. I'm focusing just on 7s, not 8s. There'll be a ton of 8s. Trolley. Oh, wow, I don't need to bother about this because Dole right stays available. Fantastic. Ooh, there's nothing big that can go above this I, but my lead's only 40 and an H could go there. 4 minutes on my clock. Just wondering about looking for an alternative, and I think I will. So Dole right does not secure the win, necessarily. It would give me a lead. Only 4 minutes on my clock. 9 tiles in the bag, which is a lot. This rack plus a D. Not seeing anything yet. No. Okay, Dole right it is. Can I hang on? Dole right 77. And I draw the H. Fantastic. Opponent's got a grim rack. They may have a bingo. I think they probably haven't. But I've got a super balanced set. And I've got this 30-point lead. I think opponent probably needs a bingo to win. Oh, an opponent bingos. Agony. But they lead, 3 minutes on my clock, they lead by 24 points. They've got L and R. Opponent's taken out my super hot H spot. Can opponent firstly go out with L and R? They've got law through the O of adult for 3. They're not going to score very much. They don't go out. They've got locks for 20. But any other LR spots? I don't... Ooh, yeah, Ryle. So they got Ryle and Law. They can go out. So I need to outrun opponent. Let me just check the obvious spot here. FAH 27, 441. That's not going to be enough. So what do I have down here? What goes in front of the I? Because F and H can both go in front of Ox. Well, let me just check HA. 39 points. But I'm leaving 16 on count back. So this is a 23-point play, 4:37. This doesn't win as a 2-letter play, 2 minutes on my clock. So any FAH plays no. What goes in front of the R? Nothing. This is a dead end for me. Anything go after? I think I need to play off F and H and score well. What about across from the E? 1 minute on my clock. What about across from the O? What about across from starting in first place? Just not seeing any F and H words. 1 minute on my clock. What about a play down column 12? Something like Hadith. I'm just not seeing any of the longer plays. All of my vowels go next to the L. Had, hid, hod. I hope I'm not missing anything in column 13. 30 seconds left. That's not much. I think this is the best I can see. 39 points. Just not going to be enough. I don't have anything to go in this next spot. And I don't have any FAHE plays. 15 seconds left. I've got FOHN on my rack. Does that play anywhere? I don't think so. What if opponent doesn't spot one of their 2 outs? Then I've got info in rows B and C. I should have left myself more time. Can I go out in 1? Gosh, I didn't think of opponent not spotting their outs. I haven't left myself with an out in 1 here. But I think my best plays are top left. So what if they're blocked? I've got Sif. And if I go overtime, opponent gets 10 points instantly. That could be enough. "11 minutes on opponent's clock." So my play is Fino. And I wonder if I can put it in already in readiness. Let's see. But I am expecting opponent to spot Lira or Law. 11 minutes on their clock. I lead by 15, but that's not going to be enough if opponent can go out. Opponent's actually now got Haler as well in column 13. I think if opponent doesn't go out and I can get Fino down, I think I win. "10 minutes on opponent's clock." What am I missing? This scores 26 points. Surely nothing anywhere else scores as much. Why is opponent taking this long? Yeah, they've seen something. What have they gone with? Haler. Wow. And the final score, 453 To me, 465 to opponent, a winning margin of 12 points, so well done to opponent. Let's see what I missed. Wow, what a painful end to the game. Such a close one. Now, it was me to go fast. No bingo here. I don't like long plays, especially when the rack leave is poor, so I like Uppo. Opponent plays Cyber, and now I have Vaunty, which was a great start to the game. And superb bingo by opponent, batiking, very hard to see. 92 points. Now, what did I miss? Phew, well, I didn't miss a bingo, but J8. Gosh, I didn't consider plays down from this T, and there was Teched for 47. I played Chi for 36, keeping a decent rack lead, so I think Ch is a pretty decent play, but Teched probably slightly better. Now, opponent plays Canted, and Mid, well, that was my play. Opponent plays Azide, and now I trail. But I have Yogis, so we stay pretty close, I think. Opponent plays Fax, and now I'm trailing, and this is an awful rack. I don't think 39 points, keeping 4 vowels, can be best. But I play AUE, keeping same. I like my play, even though I'm sacrificing 31 points. C13, yeah, and I'm taking out, same takes out this hot X spot. Same might be the play here, despite the rack leave. But I didn't make that play, I played AUE. Opponent plays Lop. And now Metalize, the only bingo, amazing. Opponent's rack. They play Joram. Wow, I play Quiche for 39. Briquette, or Briquette, I4. Down from the B, making Chur. That's nice for 47 points. However, I think the rack leave of Right is probably 8 points better than the rack leave of just W. I think they're going to be very close. And if they're close, I prefer the better rack leave. So I play Quiche. Great rack for opponent. And a great bingo of non-adult. So I now trail by 40, but I've got this fantastic rack. No bingo. So I play Wii for 27. Yeah, and although Wii doesn't appear on this list, I am keeping EIRT blank, which is sensational and much better than any of these rack leaves. So, and I'm only sacrificing 10 or 11 points, so I like my play. Horrible rack for opponent. They play C's for 22. And now this is the moment. I have a bingo and I'm going to take the lead. And yeah, Dole writes my play. Phew, I hadn't realised that the blank replicated a tile on my rack. And I have in the past placed the blank on the premium square. I didn't in this case, so Duel Right for 77 looks best. What else was available? M6. Interesting. Should I have gone for a row M play on the grounds that for opponent, row M is much more bingo-y than row O? Very difficult to say, especially as I'm not taking a huge lead. Anyway, I go with Dole Right, but look at this. Opponent has Vertigo, the only bingo. And is it game over? C13. Interesting. I should have gone with FA rather than HA. Opponent wouldn't have had Hailer. And I would have had an out of Rhino if opponent hadn't gone out. So I think FA would have been better. But surely opponent would have spotted Lyra or Law. I think they would have done. But yeah, F and H score the same, so FA would have been a better play. And finally, these are the outs that opponent had And that was the end of the game. So what a game. Super exciting stuff. Both of us over 450 points and very little between us throughout the game. I established a small lead with Dole right, but opponent came straight back with Vertigo, and the end game just didn't have a winning sequence of moves, but that's the nature of the game. So super exciting stuff. Many congratulations to opponent on their victory. I hope you enjoyed watching this game. Like, comment and subscribe, and I will see you next time.